Hey, you guys, welcome back to the First 49. So, we're going to give you an update on the press conference from Hoover, Alabama about Miss Carlee Russell. Stay tuned.
We keep it real, expressing how we feel. Whoa. So come on in and sip some tea. Join the KoEd family. We're about relationships and review, making it fun and just for you. Go with God, let God go with you. It's time for Courtney and Eddie.
I always put God first. Hey, what's going on, KoEd Ken, folks? How you doing today? Welcome back to another video of Courtney and Eddie. I'm Eddie, aka E-Dub. This is my lovely wife.
Courtney, also known as Coco.
This right here is Courtney and Eddie. This channel is all about relationships. It's all about reviews. It's all about entertainment. It's all about famous rants. And today, we just come to you with another update of the Carlee Russell incident. I don't know what you call it, incident, the situation, what you want to call it. I'm just gonna call it an incident.
Call it what you want.
Yeah.
So if you're brand new to this channel, you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Hey, you guys, so we're gonna go ahead and get straight into it. So as we talked about on our previous video, and actually we've talked about this twice. This will be the third time. So we talked about the incident when she was missing, and then we talked about it when she came home, and now we're giving you an update on the press conference that was done today, and I was actually watching it. And so for those that are new and don't know, like I know everybody's covering this story, but this kind of hit close to home. I travel in that stretch. We both travel in that stretch that she was supposedly missing daily, just about daily. And so when you told me about it, I was like, I think I saw it on social media, but I didn't,
I think you was busy at work. So when I saw it, I know I kind of knew the ins and outs of the story when it first broke. That's why I called you and tried to tell you what was going on with it.
Yeah, but when you told me exactly where it was, I was like, hold it now.
Oh yeah, that's what caught your attention. That's what caught your attention.
So anyway, and like I said before, Hoover was gonna make sure that their name is clear, whether they find a person or whether they get down to finding out the full truth of a matter, whether it was a lie or not, because Hoover is a very well-known community. It's a a
suburb of Birmingham, Alabama, and it's a well-to-do community.
Wealthy,
and
parts of it.
And so the police chief had to kind of put the residents at ease because I think a couple of days ago I saw online a couple of the residents was questioning they called the Hoover Police Department to find out did they apprehend the kidnapper or whatnot because they didn't feel safe to go out the house and leave the house and run errands and whatnot. So so the police chief had to come out today and say this and that because he had to kind of keep everybody, comfortable, relaxed, give them a little peace of mind because people, like I told you, if the kidnapper out there, give us a description of the kidnapper so I know what to look for, So he came out and basically put everybody minds at peace.
Yeah. Some. That may not be for everybody.
But yeah.
So we're gonna just kind of discuss that and break that down. If you haven't saw it, then you can watch us. If you have, then you can just kind of like we're giving our viewpoint on it and just kind of discussing it.
Everybody has seen it. If you, like you said, you look online or look on television, you're gonna have a lot of opinions about this situation, or this incident that happened because people just have different points of views. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people put a lot of emotions into this situation and into this case because it hit close to home, especially for Black women. So there's a lot of passion is behind this case right now with people, So
yeah, and it seems to be a divide between comment sections and everybody where people believe her and some don't believe her.
Well, now after this press conference, I think
you think them people?
Yes, it's a lot of people shift over to the other side.
But it's still gonna be there.
You got the little itty bitty, bunch that say, "Oh, I still believe her." So yeah.
So today like again, I think it was the chief. So he was discussing, everything, from the time that she called 911 to the time to where we don't know what happened in them 49 hours, but from the time that she returned back home.
No, they went back all the way to the time she left work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they went, they went to when she left work, when she made her stops before she got to the interstate.
Yeah. So as they was discussing, he was kind of giving everybody, the rundown. So they did play the 911 call.
Yeah, they did.
And to me, Carlee sounded very calm. She sounded intelligent. If you didn't know that it was fabricated, then you would think it.
Yeah.
You would believe her.
Yeah, she put on a good act.
Yeah.
She really did. And like I said, I'm be honest with you, I believed it.
I did too.
I believed it.
She gave me straight up anxiety.
Yeah, I believed it because, you hear about the trafficking that's going on, and and sometimes they use that situation as use the baby thing as a ploy.
Right.
So I believed it, you know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people believe, and that's why they're so mad and angry, because they put all they, don't get me wrong. Like I said in the last video, I'm glad she's back home.
Right, we all are.
But yeah, how she got back home, how it went down, a lot of people are highly pissed about it.
Oh yeah. So you have a lot of celebrities that talked about it, a lot of celebrities that shared it. Everybody was on a mission to get the word out. You had people that was on the ground doing footwork, searching, going out of town, passing out flyers, collecting money, doing searches. So it was a big thing, and it blew up very fast. Like for a black girl to get that much attention and missing when it's so many, like hundreds and thousands that are missing.
Yeah, and like somebody said, today, we as a people always complain about when our black women go missing, we don't get enough attention.
Right.
This one right here got a lot of attention.
And I'm quite sure more than probably what she was expecting.
I'm talking about bukus of attention nationwide, worldwide. Right. So now, I don't know, because how it went down, that's why she got a lot of attention. I think that's part of the reason why. How it went down, you're on the phone, it's like something out of a movie, and then she disappeared. Something out of a movie. Keep that in your head. Keep that in the back of your head. We're going to circle back around to that part right there.
So, yeah. So as he was discussing that, they played the 911 calls, and we got to hear her say, that she's pulling up on 459 by exit 10, and there is a child walking on the side of the road. And the dispatcher asks, what did he look like? Was he black, white, Hispanic? He is a white child, maybe to be about 3 or 4. He's in a white t-shirt. Everything was white. White t-shirt. And he looked like he got a diaper on.
White diaper, white t-shirt. I'm saying to myself, dang, how you see all that whiteness? I guess you could in the dark.
Yeah, if it's white, then you
it sticks out.
Yeah, it stick out.
Keyword, sticks out. Why? Now, okay, after the fact, after my emotions was removed from this case, and I started thinking logically, I said, why she was the only one to see the baby, nobody else saw the baby?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So yeah, if you know anything about 459 or their stretch cars, yeah, it was a lot of cars going. But, like we discussed, you see somebody put on the side of the road, you're going to look.
They're going to draw your attention.
Yeah, you're going to look to see what's going on there on the flat. I've always looked on the side of the road.
And also, it's, I don't know if it's state law, but I know when police do it. But when somebody is on the side of the road that has his own, you see that, you move over to get in space in case they fall out in the middle of the road. So you want to hit them. So when somebody has the hazard lights on, it's going to draw your attention. It's like, okay, what's going on over there? Are they broke down? Do they have a flat? Do they need help? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but
nobody saw the child on the side of the road. No other 911 calls were made. So
no child was reported missing.
Right. So she said that the dispatcher said, okay, well, can you please stay with the child? She said, okay, I'm in the car. I'm going to stay with the child. Sure. She was very, nice and cordial to be able to tell the dispatcher, sure. And so that's the last of the 911 call. They said, I think within 5 minutes, a a police pulled up, and when they pulled up, of course she was gone.
Right.
Now, they said that she left her wig that was placed in the grass, as well as her phone. Her Apple Watch was inside of her phone. Now let's go back.
Apple Watch was inside of her purse.
Sorry, inside of her purse.
Right.
Now let's go back. Oh yeah, and then he said some things from her job that was missing.
So we gotta go back to the job situation.
Yeah. So now let's go back. So he said that Carlee left her job, and then she went to Zeke's.
Before she gets to Zeke's, now let's take it stage by stage. She left her job. They caught her on surveillance camera doing what?
Did they say surveillance?
Yeah, it was surveillance camera when they saw her stick the robe in her purse and the tissue in her purse from her job. Okay, so she left there. She went to Zeke's, right?
She went to Zeke's to get her something to eat.
And Tazika said, "Man, we ain't got nothing to do with this.
Why
Why you bringing
this?
Yeah, why bring us into it, man?"
And it's good publicity, honey, because you know what Tazika's was now, honey. I love that rice. But then you go from Tazika's, then she went to Target.
Target said, "Hey, man, we just got the dog with the spot on his eye. Why we got to be involved?"
Got publicity too. So Target, when she went in Target, she got some granola bars
and some Cheez-Its.
And she sat in the car a while, and then she made her way down 459.
Yeah.
So now going back, that's when all of that took place. You know, she called the 911, and then we know that she called her sister-in-law.
Right.
Somebody.
So when she did all that, and the police got there, the police noticed, you know, like I said, the wig was still there, the purse with the Apple Watch in it still there, and her phone was still there, but the Cheez-Its and the tissue and the robe was gone. So if somebody gonna
and that granola
and the granola bar, if somebody gonna
snacks.
Yeah, if somebody gonna take you, they're not gonna take you. You go, "Oh, I gotta get my food first before you take me."
Or they not gonna steal your snacks.
Right?
They're not stealing nothing else.
Yeah. So okay, that was a red flag that the police got. You know, so that's a red flag for the police. I'm saying, okay, you got taken, but you took your food with you too,
and the robe and the tissue.
Yeah. So okay, but go ahead.
Now they let us know that. So they were trying to give us some context in that.
Right.
They said now they did a search of her phone because of course she left it.
Right.
The search of her phone showed these things that were very important that led up to the day when she went missing.
Okay. The first thing I noticed when the police chief said when he was doing his news conference was, when she first called 911, I guess they pinged her phone while she was talking to 911. The car traveled 600 yards. And okay, now you're supposed to be with the baby. You're supposed to be looking at the baby. 600 yards. You know how long and how far 600 yards is? 600 yards is 6 football fields. So she trying to look 6 football fields down the road at a baby. That's a long ways, you know what I'm saying? So that was another, ding against her story.
So you saying that they saying basically it's impossible to see that far off
at night
and say there's a baby, and then in my mind I'm saying you called there's a baby, but then you kept rolling.
Basically, that's what he was saying.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you still on the phone with us, so they he was trying to ping her phone while she was talking to the 911 people, dispatcher,
and they look really mad.
Oh yeah, because. Let's go back. The police chief said he wanted to thank his police department, the detectives,
the feds.
Hold on, baby. The surrounding police departments like Helena, Birmingham, Bessemer, all of them had to join in. The feds, Secret Service, and the U.S. Marshals. You know how many agencies they brought in to try to help find this woman? Mm-hmm. That's a lot of manpower.
They had drones and they had canines as well.
Right. And the Jefferson County Sheriff's Department and Shelby County. That's a lot of manpower for somebody sitting somewhere, allegedly somebody sitting somewhere in the hotel eating some Cheez-It with a robe on.
And toilet tissue.
What toilet tissue is for?
To wipe her booty.
What?
They must got some good toilet tissue.
They got one ply.
Yeah, because allegedly the streets were saying she was at the Red Roof Hotel, and Red Roof is not that.
Yeah.
And
we, like you said the streets. Yeah, we were right here in the streets. Because we in Alabama.
Yeah, but I think a lot of y'all getting the same stuff that we getting. So yeah, they said that she was in the Red Roof. And you know, if she planned this ahead of time, you know, the Red Rudy hotels, honey, toilet tissue be cheap. Now she's a very bougie girl. She come from a very privileged lifestyle, so she just probably was used to some good tissue. So
Well,
what
she was
gonna
at Target. Why not buy the tissue at Target? Why
she
take
wanted to steal it. She wanted to get their tissue because it was good. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, she got the cushy robe and she got the good tissue.
Okay, all right.
So
Back to the
anyway,
story.
so now let's going back. So he said these are the things that led up to her before July 13th. Let me tell you something. When I drive past that little area, it would never be the same. I'm gonna always.
Well, I'm gonna stop one day, probably next week when it's not raining, and apologize to I-459. I-459, I'm sorry. You know, after she said that about you, I was scared of you and mad at you. But now I know she lying, so I apologize. I'm gonna hug I-459 and kiss the grounds, and hopefully accept my apology.
And then the car gonna go, pew! It's gonna be, you know, supposed to be fun. So anyway, so they were searching her phone. They looked up, they saw in her search. Now, please keep in mind that when the feds and
you can't scrub your phone.
You can't.
You can't scrub your phone. You know, you think you scrub your phone, but they can dig deep into your phone and find. You think, oh, delete this? No. When the feds get it, nah.
Anything you put on that phone, anything you put on the social media, anything, even the pictures you take or whatever, they can find it.
It's there.
Period.
So you take them bad pictures and bad selfies, don't delete that. Somebody in the internet got it. Somebody in the government got the ugly selfies. I took a lot of ugly selfies. They might got it. This joker, he ain't cute because he sure take selfies and delete them.
So they were able to look up these things. Now, on July I didn't write down the dates in that order, but you know, it kind of lead up to it. But she was searching in her cell phone.
They searching it.
She searched in her cell phone.
Sorry,
these are the things that she searched in her cell phone before leading up to that. Well, she searched for a bus ticket to
one-way bus ticket.
One-way bus ticket from Birmingham to Nashville on July 13th, which is actually the day that it happened. I think 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, if I'm not mistaken. So she searched that. So she was trying to get a one-way ticket up out of here.
Yeah.
And she wasn't trying to come back.
One way to Nashville.
I don't know who was in Nashville.
Right. Why Nashville?
Yeah, so I'm not sure. Now, okay, I get a little bit more context after that. So we know that she stole items from, because she worked at a spa. So we know she stole items from that. She stole a bathrobe
and a toilet paper.
Yep. And the Fox 6 or WBRC, our local news here, contacted the spa that she worked at and asked the people, did they want to press the charges on the girl? They said, well, we're going to get to that later and see if we need to press charges. Ooh, you gonna go to jail for some toilet paper? No, it's the robe.
I know that, but the toilet paper. See, you gotta put the toilet paper in it because it makes it sound bad. What you in here for? I stole some toilet paper from work. It sounds bad, man. You going to jail for a robe and a toilet paper? And guess what? When you go to jail, you gonna get that same. No, you're not. The robe you can get in jail, it's not gonna be like the robe you got from the spa.
Now, and you talking about spa there in 280? You already know.
It's bougie.
It's bougie. Yeah. Okay. So let's see.
Oh yeah, you know, I don't think they're gonna fire her.
Going to, or did she? Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so let's see what else. She also was able to she also searched and see how much it would cost for an Amber Alert, and if there's an age limit. Excuse me. To Amber Alert, and I was wondering, we never got an Amber Alert. I guess it is an age limit.
Yeah. Well. The key thing, we never got an Amber Alert for the baby.
Oh yeah, because
we never. Yeah, the baby. You know, you think if the baby went missing, you think you'd get alert for the baby, but we never got an Amber Alert for the baby.
I think that I don't look at the baby as, because if it was a decoy for some kind of abduction or something.
But a lot of people feel like the baby part is important. You know what I'm saying?
I just feel like it would have been a part of a
whole bigger story.
Right.
Yeah.
So we never got an Amber Alert, but she wanted to know what's the age limit and how much does it cost. Because
I didn't know Amber. You had to pay for Amber Alert.
I didn't think you did either.
I didn't think you had to pay for
So now let's just break this down as we're going through it. So she wanted to know how much it costs and if there's an age limit. Why? Because if you are the one missing, you're not the one that's going to be doing the Amber Alert.
Right.
So I'm wondering if it was something that she would tell somebody else. Would she tell her parents? She wanted to know how much it would cost them ahead of time if they would have had to pay for it.
Well,
so I'm just a little concerned.
Well, I think the reason why she did that, she was gonna go missing. Hopefully, she would, she was thinking that the parents would, put out BOLO alert for, BOLO is the same thing as the Amber Alert, and was the city gonna charge them for it? You know what I'm saying? Because I think about 24 hours they can put alert on.
I think so.
24 hours, yeah, 24 hours. After 24 hours, she come up missing. Parents gonna call the police. Well, our daughter's missing. And the police themselves goes, okay, we're gonna put a BOLO alert out for your daughter,
right?
And and that's how she was planning on it for it to go down. But apparently, she bit off more she could chew.
Yeah. So she was looking into it. So all we saying is this, and what they're trying to show that this was premeditated. So it wasn't some random. Everything was premeditated, right? Because she was looking into all these things. The bus ticket, the one way. So and my thing is, and I know is mental. I do know that, but it seemed like something happened. Now we're gonna talk about the boyfriend. We're gonna talk about the stripper. Yeah. We're gonna talk about all that stuff too. So
right, yeah. Another thing they found on the phone, which was like the most telling thing, and I even said this jokingly to you when it first happened. They found out she was watching the movie Taken. If y'all know that movie, y'all know what I'm talking about. And in the movie, the guy's daughter get abducted about some traffickers, okay? And he was like an ex-CIA type of person, so he had the skills and the resources to go get his daughter back. So I don't know, she thought her dad had the skills and the resources to come get her back. But in that interview he was doing on today, he didn't like he had the skills and resources to get her back. He's like, man, right now I just want to get off this interview. Yeah. He was on the Today Show doing the interview.
And I do think that when she came home, she told her parents. I think that either they knew or she had to break down and tell them what really and truly happened, because the way that the father, the energy he had, it was very telling.
Yeah, I don't think they knew at first. I think when she came home, she told them, and everything now for the dad it shifted. But I think the mom, she's 10 toes down. She's 10 toes down with this story. She's gonna bag her daughter, you know what I'm saying? Because it's all about an image now. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, she gonna ride for her daughter. And like I had text my church, I said, listen here, let me tell you something right here. I put them on the group text. I said, listen, church, I'm a snitcher. So just remember, I do snitch. So I'm not gonna go on no TV and try to defend my children.
Yeah, I remember.
Not when they doing something wrong.
I remember my daughter when she was in high school. They was trying to go to a trip over there in England somewhere.
Oh yeah.
And I just got through watching the movie Taken. I told my daughter, I said, first of all, I don't have no resources. I don't have the friends, and I don't have the skills to come get you back if you get taken over there. And we canceled that trip. You know what I'm saying?
So she was watching that movie. She looked that up and everything, and so she also Googled in her phone how to take money from a register without being caught.
So she was trying to sneak and get money at the, you said register, right? Okay, so she was stealing money.
That's what she looked. I mean, that's what she Googled. Okay. I can't say she was stealing, but she said
Googled she was, that, trying to figure out how to steal money.
Yeah, how to get money, take money from a register without
for some
being
reason,
caught.
It didn't dawn on me. I'm thinking about an ATM. You know what I'm saying?
No,
yeah, okay.
So I'm assuming at her job she has a register. So she done took the robe, she took the tissue, and did she take the money? She probably could, because later on we found out that when they did find her, or when she came home, and then the folks came, that in her left sock was $107. In her right sock, she had $107.
Now it makes sense why, because if she had used a bank card or ATM, it would have left a paper trail. You know what I'm saying? So instead of doing that, she decided to take money and put it, cash money and put it in her sock, because you can't go to ATM and withdraw money because it's gonna leave a paper trail.
True.
So
now you can't say that the girl. She
she
wasn't dumb.
yeah, she plotted this. She plotted this pretty well. But there's two things she didn't count on: the traffic cam on 459, and this being blown way out of proportion. She didn't count on that. She didn't count on that at all. So
yep. So let's see. Yeah, it was a Secret Service that was able to get through her phone. Let's see. She did. So now let's get down to the fact of when she was actually telling the story. You know, when they because we know how she made it home. She just appeared. She walked through the neighborhood. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Now when she got home, this is what she told her mom and dad and the investigators. Okay. She said,
well, first, before you tell that, so when she did get home, you know, they said she was walking through the neighborhood.
Ring cameras.
Yeah, a bunch of ring cameras saw it, and she walked through the neighborhood and she just appeared home. Now this is what her mama said on the Today Show. They did ask her, you know, so when your daughter came home, what was it like? She said, I wanted to hug her, but I couldn't. So because the paramedics and stuff was there. Now, come on, mama, get your story together. So when they said it, they said that, you know, they had to contact the paramedics, what they call it? The EMTs.
EMTs.
So they had to contact them. And when they called, they said that there was a person that was there that was unresponsive.
So,
but when they got there, she was responsive and talking to him.
So basically, somebody got the timelines wrong. Because the way the mama said she couldn't hug when she first saw it, meaning that, you know, the EMT was already there when she got there. Okay. But she turned around and said she couldn't, she had to call the EMTs to get there. So either they're there already when she got there, or she had to call them to come there when she got there. So which one is it? Okay. All right. So anyway.
This is what she told the people.
All right. She said when she went out there to get the baby and talking to the baby, a man out the woods came and grabbed her and forced her over the fence and put her in a car. But the man put her in the car and they went to a truck. Somehow they threw it.
Where the baby?
Like the baby was in his hand, he was forcing her over the fence. Okay. He grabbed the baby with one hand.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Okay. So he grabbed the baby. No, I'm just joking on this. But no, we don't know where the baby was. The baby has disappeared all of a sudden. Okay. So, but anyway, he forced her to climb the fence, put her in the car. They drove to a truck. They threw her in the back of the truck. And she said when she was in the truck, she heard a woman with the man. Okay. So while she was in the truck.
But she never saw the woman.
She never saw she heard her voice. She never saw the woman's face. Now she said she saw the man. He had orange hair with a bald spot on top of his head. Okay, so okay.
Somebody on Facebook said, "Ooh, that's a clown."
Yeah, and they was feeding her Cheez-Its. She was eating Cheez-Its. I guess they took her own food and gave it to her. I guess, and somehow she escaped the truck, right? And
you telling the story.
Okay, yeah, she escaped the truck and she was riding. They called her again. We saw a white man. They called her again and put her in the car, right? And I guess they went somewhere and they told her to get naked and they took pictures of her.
They went to a house.
They went to a house.
Yeah. And she said she think that they was taking pictures of her.
Yeah, they took pictures of her and whatnot. And she escaped again.
She escaped. And I think that's when she was able to rumble through the weeds and the woods and make it back home.
If they undressed her, I know she kind of, because they blindfolded her too now. They had the blindfold and they undressed her. She was butt naked and they took pictures of her. Did they put her clothes back on before she escaped?
I don't know.
Or did she run through the woods butt naked?
She said the lady was thumbing through her hair. I said, I thought you didn't see the lady.
She probably heard her voice or something.
So she said, yeah, the lady was thumbing through her hair and everything, but she said that they took in a car. She said that she was on the west side of Hoover.
How she know?
Child, you ain't moved nowhere from Hoover. When people take you, they just gonna stay in your city. They just gonna roll around in the city, just roll. As much as people was man on the ground, boots on the ground, people searching everything, they were just all in your city.
Okay, so if you're in the car and they throw you in the back of a truck, how do you know you're on the west side of Hoover? You in the back of a trailer. You can't see outside.
She said that a couple times she got in the car. Yeah. So it has been alleged on the streets that she was at the Red Roof Hotel that's still in the city of Hoover. Well, that may be Vestavia, but anyway, she was at the Red Roof because I think that there was an attendant that recognized her, and so that's where it seems like that's where she was for them 49 hours. So she was over there. She had got her snack, she got her robe, she got her tissue because she was gonna go chill out, and she got that $107 in her shoe, and she was gonna go over there and chill out until everything calm down.
Did she mention the guy that kidnapped her? Did she mention that? Did he have a weapon on him?
No, because that's what I was trying to see.
So how he forced her over the fence? Did he pull a weapon?
Because she could have
on him?
ran,
Right?
Anything, because he still got the baby,
He still
right?
got the
So
baby
it'll
in
be a
his hand.
struggle for him to have a grown woman and a baby. So but yeah, so of course, none of that makes sense, and some stuff, when stuff do happen, it don't have to make sense, but there should be a level of logic to it because there's just too many holes in it. And so yeah. Now, as far as the streets, as far as what people are saying, that there's a text message of an exchange between the boyfriend, supposed to be boyfriend or ex-boyfriend, and the girlfriend. Oh, okay, a side piece that he was messing with, and Carlee going back and forth with this girl, just like, leave my man alone. You know what I'm saying? You poor, you're a stripper. I'm rich. I'm a nurse. I'm going to nursing school, and just bragging about the stuff that she got, and like, he don't want you. Da 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 da.
Apparently, old boy fell in love with a stripper.
I'm in love with a stripper. So, that part. And so now my thing, I question the boyfriend actions. He came on social media and he was like, my girl been fighting for her life for 48 hours, and she done been through a lot, and so forth and so on.
Well,
but
go ahead.
But the thing is, when I went to your Instagram, bro, I didn't see no pictures of Carlee on there. The only pictures I saw is the ones that you posted after this incident happened. So I didn't see no. And I guess people say the ex, but then you pop up, I'm the boyfriend. So maybe it makes sense. The picture that she posted where people posted where she was walking in New York,
yeah.
He got the same picture without her. So they must have just took pictures of each other. So they were there together. So it just don't make sense to me. Like, now you want to clout chase and say, oh, that's my girl, leave her alone. She been fighting for her life. She needs some time to hit. But
well, here's the thing: if that's the case, if she was head over heels for this guy, her boyfriend or ex-boyfriend, whatever you want to call him, and we don't know her emotional state, mental state, because some people, when they in love with somebody and they get rejected, you don't know how they're gonna react.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes to get a person's attention, you do something drastic like this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna unalive myself because so you can get that sympathy for them from that person.
Right. Minding you that he did say the chief of police did say that there was some stuff that they did found in her search engine on her phone, but they were not going to say because it's very personal and it has to do with her mental state.
Yeah, so that could be the case. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she was in love with her ex-boyfriend. He decided to go with a stripper, and her being privileged and have money, she don't know how to handle rejection.
Right.
And this is a way to get his attention by doing something like this. Hopefully, she would think that, oh, he gonna feel sorry for me and take me back, yada yada yada.
Right.
And and it didn't work that way.
Yeah, because you're beautiful, you have money, stuff like that. It doesn't. Hey, if he want to be with a stripper, he wanted to be with a stripper. So you as a woman have to value yourself and your self-worth, and not say, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get his attention by doing this. And I heard, of course, the streets, all of this is alleged. That I'm saying when I say the streets is that that she unblocked him during her time when she was missing for those times. So she unblocked him so he was able to communicate with her.
Yeah, and that's, to me, is a telltale sign. That's the reason why she did it.
I don't know if she had a burner phone, backup phone, or she used a friend phone, because I believe personally, I don't believe what she's saying, but I do believe somebody else was in on this because I think that somebody was driving her around.
It could, yeah, I agree with that.
All right, you guys, on that note, that's all we got. Is that all you got?
That's it.
All right. So y'all drop down in the comments, let us know. We know you are. We know that you are. You're gonna tell us your opinion, whether you agree with us or not. And we appreciate it, as long as you're respectful. So let us know your opinion, your thoughts, how you feel about it. Do you feel that you still believe her, or do you think that, that she lied? Okay. She, what y'all call it, the Jessie Smollett. She's Jessie Smollett in us. So let us know, and on that note, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Don't forget to go with God and let God go with you.
Always put God first.
You said.
Hey! Always put God first.